Next, we'll look at number 59, and we're supposed to find the exact value of the trig function indicated, and you're going to use your unit circle, because remember, on the unit circle, we know coordinates, okay, and coordinates on the unit circle are x comma y, but that is also cosine comma sine. So the x is cosine, the y is sine, and then we also are having you learn or memorize the tangents at each spot. So I have the three basic trig functions, and you can find any of the reciprocal functions if you know the three basic ones. So we got cosecant of 270. So if you think about 270 on the unit circle, okay, so where's 270? Well, there's 180 and another 90. So we're right down here. This is the x-axis and the y-axis. We're on the negative y-axis right here. So if you think about the coordinates at this spot, the coordinate is 0, negative 1. The tangent is undefined. Okay, so we're asked to find cosecant. Now, if you remember, cosecant is the reciprocal of sine, so it's 1 over the sine. So if you look here, the sine, this is cosine. So the cosine at 270 is 0. The sine at 270 is negative 1, and obviously the tangent is undefined. So if I want the cosecant, I basically flip over the sine. So if I have negative 1 is the sine, that's like negative 1 over 1. I flip it over, it's 1 over negative 1. Well, that really equals negative 1. So the reciprocal of negative 1 is also negative 1. To another one here, we'll do one more. And we're going to look at 64. So both of these I'm doing are in degree measure. You just have to find out where it stops on the unit circle, if it's more than a full revolution, either in the positive or negative direction. Okay, and you have to think about where it's going to end up. So the ones with radians are a little tougher. You just have to think about what's it coterminal with and look at what trig function you're dealing with. So sine of 45, if you think about the sine, and where's 45? 45 is here. So the coordinate there, okay, is square root 2 over 2 for the x, square root 2 over 2 for the y, and the tangent at 45 was 1. So I want the sine of 45, and remember this is cosine, this is sine, and tangent, so this isn't a reciprocal function. So if I say what's the sine of 45, it's root 2 over 2. Now, one thing you cannot do is use your calculator and just type in sine of 45 because it's going to give you an approximate decimal. We must have exact values, so you want to use your unit circle.